Okay, in this video, we're going to go through some of these slides. I just want to take you through what I'm going to do for you as your agent, what Coldwell Banker Vanguard will do for you as a marketing company, and then we're also going to talk about price, which is where I want to start. I didn't do a CMA, as I mentioned before, only because your property is so unique, as you know. I didn't feel it would do it justice to start with the comps and try to individually price, all of the fantastic upgrades that you've done on this home over the, course of the time that you've lived there. So instead, I've looked at them, I've researched them, and I feel that they make a strong case to support the price that you're looking for. With that said, I need you to understand what's important in the price and whose opinion counts the least. So in this slide, you'll see, you've got 4 parties to the transaction, and whose opinion do you think counts the least? Well, really, it's mine. I am here to give you the facts and to give you my opinion, but ultimately the pricing is up to you. Now, the buyer has their own opinion of what the price will be. They're not going to be willing to pay any more that they can or that they think it's worth. But the appraiser, however, once it comes time for him to do his report, if we can't convince him to support the price that not only you want, but the buyer is willing to accept, then we've got a problem, because the appraiser's opinion matters the most. And the lesser of the two between the buyer and the appraiser is going to be the winner. Why is that? Well, if the buyer is willing to pay more than the house appraises for, they're already under contract, and so they'll pay that amount. However, if the buyer is willing to pay $320 and the appraisal comes in at $315, then the buyer will no longer be able to purchase that property at $325 unless they come out of pocket for the difference. In most cases, that's unrealistic. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But it's very important for us to be able to back up those numbers, and I will personally meet the appraiser whenever he comes to your home to appraise the house. Now, I want to go through the marketing now. And I'm sorry, I'm a little slow in skipping around here. I'm not used to doing it on video this way. But how do we get to that price that you want? So, merchandising. The proper merchandising is critical, obviously. As I mentioned to you, we're going to take really high quality pictures. We're going to have the best placement on Zillow. We're going to have the floor plan that's interactive online, and I'm going to have some really high quality marketing social media posts, and I'm going to do them with a lot of consistency. All of this is going to be in my checklist to make sure that your home is properly positioned in the market. So the 2 components of marketing is reach, like I just went through. We're going to make sure that your home is exposed on every channel and platform that's out there, from YouTube to Zillow to Realtor.com and Facebook and Instagram, all of these things. Negotiating. This is a big one, guys. I know after being a realtor now for 10 years, what I absolutely didn't know when I was new. And it's the kind of thing that only comes with experience and confidence. And whenever you know your market and you know how to work with an appraiser, and you know how to negotiate with other buyers' agents, then you're going to present a much stronger negotiating argument. And I feel very strongly that I'm a good negotiator, and it doesn't stop with the price. You've got all of the other terms that have to be considered as well. And let me tell you, you may not feel like you have any repairs that are needed in your home, but when somebody's paying top dollar for a home, they're definitely going to be looking to start slashing the price somewhere after the deal has been already made. And so negotiating at that point is going to be vital as well. I'm just going to mention too, here in this slide, it says don't be impressed by volume. I want you to know that, I am not, a really top high selling agent. I work with mostly people that I know, and I really only work with 1 to 3 people at a time. That way I'm giving them the utmost personalized attention that I can give. I'm not going to go through all of this stuff. I hope that I've already given you a certain amount of confidence in my local knowledge and my experience. So now I really want to talk to you about the Inside Review program with Coldwell Banker and impress on you that we have a really strong marketing program that's unmatched in this industry. We have targeted advertising so that we're posting those ads in the places where we know people are moving from. And I can tell you that most likely your buyer is not going to be somebody who's moving locally. This is going to be somebody who's coming from another area. And I have tools that can tell me who's looking from where and moving into the 32 zip code, and I can target that area. The content that we use is very professional, and we have this exclusive agreement with Zillow that I mentioned to you the other day. We have a partnership with Zillow, and as you know, most buyers start with Zillow. So the Vanguard agreement with Zillow allows us to have 35 to 45 very highly professional images. We're going to do a floor plan, and if you see this, 93% of buyers say they'll spend more time looking at listings online that include floor plans. Now, not only are we doing a floor plan, but we also have a digital walkthrough. So that means that the buyer can actually navigate the walkthrough with their mouse. It really gives them the feeling of walking through it. Zillow statistics show that the Zillow listings with 3D tours sell 14%. And again, we have the 7-day premium placement on Zillow. So this feature causes your listings to be at the top of searches that meet that criteria every time for the first 7 days of our listing. So the Zillow Advantage, HDR photography, maximum media distribution, boosted premium placement, the interactive floor plans, and the social and media engagement that I discussed. This is what some of it looks like. Basically, once I get the pictures of your home, our marketing team is going to create 16 different assets for me to use in my marketing, and they're highly professional. This is kind of what they look like. This is what I'll be putting out on Zillow, Insta, and other social media platforms. Also going to have hard copy brochures, digital brochures. Your property is going to have a website with the actual address. Your address will be the URL. And we also have the Sell Fast feature that I'm going to use. Basically with Sell Fast, buyers can text a phone number that I'll put in my marketing, and it will text me. I'll be able to respond to them immediately as soon as I get that text. The Insider View, again, this is another exclusive feature that we have with Zillow that does not allow your home to be deselected in a search. So, what is it? Why do you want to work with me? I have a personalized approach. Like I said, I only work with a couple of people at a time, so you're going to have my attention. I'm going to keep you and I'll keep you posted of all the activities. If you have any questions, you'll be able to reach me anytime. We can set up a weekly meeting to review the activity for the previous week, and I can keep you informed of all of the activities that I'm doing. As I mentioned, my negotiation skills and my market expertise. So I feel comfortable working with you guys. I really feel pretty excited about marketing your home, and I know I can find the right buyer for you. I would love to work with you. I hope you're comfortable with my presentation, and if you have any questions, please give me a call. Thanks for your time.